You finally decided to invest. You bought the stocks, maybe some crypto, maybe that can't-miss real estate tip. You felt smart, responsible, ahead. But months later, your bank account still feels tight. Bills are stacking, and that sure thing, it's stressing you out. So here's the uncomfortable question. If you're investing, why do you still feel broke? What if the problem isn't the market? What if it's the way you think? Stay with me, because this isn't about money, it's about psychology. Today you'll learn the 3 mental traps keeping investors stuck, why investing alone doesn't create wealth, and the small shifts that quietly separate broke investors from wealthy ones. And none of this requires more money, just better thinking. Your brain hates losing more than it loves winning. Psychologists call it loss aversion. A small dip feels like danger. So you panic, you sell, you lock in the loss. Not because the investment was bad, but because your emotions were loud. Everyone's talking about a new opportunity. You see the posts, the screenshots, the I turned $500 into $10,000 stories, so you follow. Not because you studied it, but because you don't want to be left behind. That's herd mentality, and herds rarely build wealth, they chase it. Real investing is slow, but your brain wants fast. So instead of compounding, you speculate. Instead of building, you gamble, and slowly, investing becomes entertainment, not strategy. What if you don't need better investments? You need a better identity. Let's flip the switches. Wealthy investors think in decades. Broke investors think in notifications. Stop asking, is it up today? Start asking, will this matter in 10 years? Ownership beats obsession. Patience beats panic. Before any new investment, wait 48 hours. No exceptions. If it's still smart after emotion cools down, proceed. If it fades, it was never strategy, it was adrenaline. This one rule alone eliminates most costly mistakes. Here's the truth no one wants to hear. You cannot outinvest poor spending habits. If you earn $4,000, spend $4,000, and invest $200 emotionally, you're performing wealth, not building it. Wealth needs margin, margin creates patience, patience creates compounding, compounding creates freedom, in that order. You're not broke because you invest. You're broke if you invest without discipline. The market doesn't make you rich, it reveals who you are. The moment you stop investing to feel ahead and start investing from principle, you stop being a struggling investor, you become a wealth architect. You don't chase money, you design it. Be honest, have you ever invested because of FOMO, or because it was truly strategic? Drop it in the comments. No judgment, just growth. And here's something to think about. What if your next best investment isn't in the market, but in your mindset? Subscribe if you're building smart, not fast, because slow wealth is the only wealth that lasts.